So there's an extreme weather advisory. What reports? Danny just asked me if I heard sirens, which I did not. I just got my laptop to start cooperating with me as far as OBS and CPU and my computer making a lot of noise. So I want to record this video. Hey guys, so this is not my first rodeo. I've taken hiatuses from this channel before. First and foremost, YouTube, I don't make money off of this. I'm not even close to being close to making money. I simply just make my little videos about my little makeups because I like doing it. I think it's a good hobby, I guess. Good hobby to have, creative outlet, even though iMovie is very restrictive on the creative aspect of things. I want to get Final Cut Pro, but it's expensive. I wish that people would tell you that. I didn't specifically scout for videos on, oh, how to be a YouTuber or anything like that, but the people that I watch have posted a couple of videos like that. And I feel like what they don't say is you need to prepare to be screaming into the void for a very long time. Like, if you need to be ready for the algorithm to not agree with you. And don't get me wrong, like, I appreciate every single person that watches my videos, and I want to focus on the numbers less. I simply just want to do this because I enjoy doing it and I like to talk about makeup, and I have made a couple of friends along the way, mostly like on Instagram and Discord, but yeah. Basically, I'm here. I haven't posted in 8 months. I literally turned 25 since I last posted, soon after my last video. My birthday was not good because somebody pissed me off that I didn't even invite. We are closer to my 26th birthday than we are to my 25th birthday. So I'm still deciding what I want to do. Do I want to go somewhere? It's on a Friday. But like where? I don't like bars. Anyway, let's just get on into a get ready with me. I'm just gonna kind of talk about what's been going on with me, where I've been, I guess. Certainly not my first video like this, but it's fine. And I kind of want to talk about some products that certainly have not been on this channel, at least I'm pretty sure they haven't, and kind of talk about my feelings on them. I have kind of dipped my toe a little bit into the luxury makeup space, and I got some luxury makeup for Christmas from my mom, and it's very nice. So I have some thoughts, and we'll see what I talk about. I don't know what I'm doing with my look, but I might include this palette. This palette is, it's discontinued. I literally bought it when it was already discontinued. I bought this used off of Mercari, but I decided, you know what, I want this palette, and I would use this palette, and I would really like this palette. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm trying not to reflect this off the lights here, but look at her. Like, literally look at her. Like, it's a neutral palette. I fucking know that, but like, it's so pretty. It's so pretty, and we have a pop of mustard, a pop of blue, and literally, okay. I'm taking a class on, did I mention this? I don't think I did. I'm in school again. I was a college dropout for 4 years because I might have mentioned this before, but I think I have. I was majoring in psychology, but I just decided it's not for me. Psychology is very interesting to learn about, and it's important, but it's just not the field for me. Like, I'm just not that compassionate. I'm simply just not. But once I decided psychology wasn't for me, I didn't know what was for me. And you know, boomers would tell me, "Oh, go back to school," and I'm like, "For what?" Like I don't have any end goals for myself here. And I know I could go undecided and all this other shit, but like, I'm just like, you could go back to school. why don't you go back? Like I don't know. So I went back to school this past fall, and it's been going good. I've been getting good grades, so it's nice. And Danny is about to finish his degree here at the small town we are living in, and the school is the reason why we live here. And we're about to leave. We're about to leave and finally go back to Chicago. And I have not put any makeup on. This video is going to be so chaotic. Can you guys hear the rain? A tornado touched down nearby. See, because I'm still in Illinois, but I'm more south. I'm not in southern Illinois, I'm just more south than Chicago. And I don't take tornadoes seriously. If you're from the Midwest, you know what I'm talking about. Like, tornado warnings, you're just like, oh, okay, that was loud. Like the sirens and alerts on your phone and stuff like that, but like you just don't take it seriously. Some people I know go outside when they get tornado warnings. They're like, oh, a tornado, let me see. Like it's so ridiculous. I brought up that I'm taking a class, and it's actually about video production. It's not a class about like YouTube videos or about being a content creator or anything of that sort. It's literally about like production and stuff, kind of similar to like the news or something. And so I did a project. Do you hear the thunder? And a section of that project had to be like a demonstration, kind of like on a talk show. So I literally talked about makeup. I put makeup on for once for school, and I brought 3 palettes, and this was one of them. I got this one, Gemini, and Tropical Vibes from Ispite. So let's just go. So I've been using this palette like a few times. I think a part of me is just like scared to not get my money's worth. You know, this is the most expensive palette in my collection. Literally, it was not even raining when I was trying to figure out my shit with my laptop. I own a MacBook, and it's like I know my limits. I know that it's not the best for shit like this and for gaming and stuff, but you know, it's a nice laptop and it's what I have. And it was a gift. But it was not raining this entire time I was getting situated, and the second I hit record. Is it stupid to be doing this right now? Maybe. Also, I'm not gonna go shade by shade, I'm just gonna speak. Literally, I haven't bought any makeup in the year of 2023. It wasn't intentional, but it wasn't not intentional. Really, it's just that being on a no buy or on a low buy is very easy when you're broke. Okay, like people on here love to say like, oh, I'm on a low buy to challenge myself and this and that. I'm on a low buy because I think it would be kind of fun or whatever the fuck, and I'm like, I'm broke. I simply just can't. I haven't bought anything at all. And the Sephora sale is upon us, and I am rouge, but like I might just get a perfume and that's it. And even then, I might get like the 1 ounce size of the perfume, not like not even like a 1.7. You know, I'm in my perfume era these days. I wasn't really when you saw me last. I had like one perfume that I was reaching for, and it was Kaoli Vanilla 28, which I know is like everybody's favorite perfume, but it's really good. I was wearing it during the summer, and I don't really feel like it's a summer fragrance for me because I feel like the way that it mixes in with my sweat from the hot weather, it's not super flattering. So I don't think it really holds up in the heat. So I want to get like a couple of fragrances for the spring and summer because we're actually seeing a little bit of spring weather. It was 70 degrees today. It's just raining. I've been thinking about making another YouTube video again for a while. I didn't really have the time in the sense of like, I didn't really have the motivation to make time for it. On my off days, I wanted to just be off and like do nothing. But today is an off day and I'm here. And actually, I'd be surprised if you guessed this about me, but I have COVID. Okay. I literally have COVID right now, and I'm completely asymptomatic. Like, there's literally nothing going on. I'm vaccinated, I'm double boosted, I'm all of that. and I have no symptoms. And I'm just isolating right now. Danny got COVID and he had symptoms. He definitely had symptoms, but like he's getting better. And I took a test when he first tested positive and it came out negative. But then I took like an actual lab test and it came out positive. And then just to see if these rapid tests we have would be accurate, I took a test and it came out negative after I had came out as positive. So I was like, that's not good. That is not good. So it's like I'm probably gonna have to take another lab test when I test again to see how I'm doing, because the thing about having no symptoms is that there's no way to know if you're feeling better. Like, absolutely no way. And we can only isolate for 5 days, which is kind of dangerous. I think, but this is my first time ever having COVID. I went this whole time without getting it, and the girlies were making fun of me for not having it. Like, they were like, "Oh, do you have friends?" And it's like, yes, I have friends, and I'm just sorry. Like, I just never got it. Like, I told one of my best friends, and she was like, "Oh, hot girl down," and I'm like, "Yeah, man. Like, do you guys like my pan? This is my broken L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder. This doesn't exist anymore, but it kind of does. It's like a foundation now. I believe this was just a powder. Reformulated, I guess. I remember when this didn't have pan like 2 years ago. I've had that powder since I was like 18 maybe. So what have you guys been up to? Today is the last day of March, which means it's Trans Day of Visibility. So hell yeah, brother. We support trans rights in this house. But also with it being the last day of March, I feel like March went by faster than February. I don't know, something about February was like feeling a little bit long towards the end, even though it's like literally the shortest month of the year. But now we're getting through March and we're coming into April, which means we will be getting ready to move very, very, very soon. And we literally like are not prepared. We've been talking about moving and we know where we're gonna go and all this other stuff, but like planning, packing, like no. I hate moving, and like in the past 3 years, I've moved 3 times. Yeah, I've moved like 3 times, and it was not. The move here to this town was the most stressful one, and it's gonna be pretty stressful moving back home, but you know, we're gonna be in our own space in Chicago, and hopefully it's gonna be really fun, and we're actually gonna be near people that we know. And we can actually like host gatherings and like just be in the city. Like I've missed the city constantly, and I visit often, but like, you know, as soon as we got here, like moving day, we were laying down in bed and I was like, let's visit like once a month. And he was like, okay. We like immediately got homesick and it never went away. Like when I ride CTA, I'm like, oh, yes. I needed this. Like, I don't know what shimmer I want to use. I actually quite like the shimmers in here. I think they're really nice. This shade is called Kava. It's like a very twinkly topper right here, and I think it's nice. I also like the kind of gold to green duochrome in here called Lime Chrome. It's just like bing. Oh, I see a little bit of pink when I swatch it. Man, that's pretty. This palette is just. I'm really glad I got this palette. Like, I don't regret it. And it was expensive. It was. But I'm just happy. I'm gonna use my Pixie Epoxy. Oh, I forgot to mention that another reason I'm excited to finally be back home is because we will get to live with Growlithe, which is Danny's dog. Technically, it's his brother's dog. Danny will be living with Growlithe again, and I will be living with Growlithe for the first time officially, and that means he's my dog. And we are very, very attached to each other. Like, he's a very good boy. He's a very good boy. He's very sweet. He likes to cuddle. He has beautiful pointy ears and a nice snoot. It's like long-ish, but it's not like no way. Like up to here. Which those dogs are cute too, but like his snoot is just like boop his nose. While my pixie puxie dries, I like to go into my eyebrows. I'm actually just gonna do my eyebrows off camera and I'll come back. Alright, so I've got my shimmer on. I'm just gonna refine it a little bit. I like to take all my shimmers above my natural crease because of my hooded eyelids. Also, we're not stealing Growlithe from Danny's brother. I just want to make that clear. We are basically, oh my god. We are just gonna be like in the same building as each other, so Growlithe will have access to all of us. And this way he probably won't be alone that much. He hasn't been alone much at all since COVID. And I mean, he's fine alone, I think. You want your pets and like, you know, not be sad the whole time and cry the whole time and stuff. But obviously we're never gonna be gone for like a whole day or something like that, but you know. Alright, I guess it's time to move on to the face. I'm touching my face like this because I don't want for. Alright, so I've got my sponge and I'm gonna prime. I'm gonna use Milani Bright Side. This is, I think it's supposed to be a dupe for the Ole Henriksen Banana Primer. I've never tried that one, so I can't really compare it, but I'm kind of just going through my primers until I can get the Glossier Future Dew again. I told myself, like, use all your other primers before you buy that one again, and I got through my Peach and Lily Skin Shield Blurring Primer, I think is what it was called. It was a nice primer, however the delivery system sucked. Like the way that it would come out when I would pump it was just not ideal. It was a little messy and only a little bit at a time would come out. I'd have to pump like 8 times. So I won't be buying it again for that reason, but it was fine. I've been using the Flower Beauty Get Real foundation like on and on and on again, and I think I'm gonna give it a break even though I don't want to. I don't want to because it's really beautiful and dewy. I think I'm going to use another favorite, which is MAC Face and Body. This foundation is like, well, is it a foundation? Yes, this foundation is perfect. Like, you could kind of build up the dew by mixing in an illuminizer, or you could kind of just keep it at a very natural finish. I feel like it won't appeal to you if you don't like light coverage because sheer is literally in the name, but I love it. If I could find, yes, got my little palette here. Actually, I feel like that Bright Side primer made my face look a little glowy. Don't you think? And it was like $10. I literally just got rid of a pimple in this area and it's forming again. Yeah, this foundation, it just looks very natural. It just looks like you look good. And I like to cover up additional redness around my cheeks with my Kosas concealer, which I believe this is the original smell. What a lot of people are finding with this concealer is that it's gone bad on them already. I don't doubt that that's gonna happen to me because, you know, I think I've had this concealer for maybe 2 years. And Kosas is a natural brand. I love their products, but it kind of scares me that, you know, because they're natural, they're gonna go bad quicker. Preservatives are not bad. You gotta get some preservatives in your life. I was kind of scraping the edges off of this concealer, the Stay Woke, and I think it's done, especially because I used it yesterday and it didn't look as like perfect as it normally does, so I think it's done. So what am I gonna use? I'm gonna use a KVD concealer because I never use it. Like, it's fine. I'm just not out here like, oh, I need that KVD concealer like I am with other concealers. Like the NYX Bear With Me concealer. I know it went all over TikTok, but it really is beautiful. I think I used too much. I forgot how fucking light this concealer is. Well, it seems like the rain calmed down. You know, since living here, I've made like one friend. Like one friend. I mean, in the sense of like, oh, we actually like text each other often and we've been like hanging out and stuff. I've met people, you know, when at the job I was working at and at school and stuff, and like we got along fine, or we are getting along fine. It's just like I've made one one friend. I don't know if we will have reasons to visit here. Like Danny, I told Danny like, oh, I wonder what our last bus ride will be here, and he was like, oh no, that makes me sad. And like I don't know, I'm just very homesick, and as soon as we got here, I didn't really think that I was going to miss it when I left, because miss here when we leave, because this has been a temporary move this entire time. We always knew we were gonna go back. I can't really say, oh, I hate it here, but like I don't love it. You know, it's okay. It's certainly a city that, even though they have buses and stuff, they definitely prioritize cars, and it's annoying being a pedestrian. Especially like I can't imagine navigating here as a disabled person, because it just seems impossible. Like there are some streets that literally have no sidewalks. And I know to some people that might sound like, well, duh, but like I didn't know that. I didn't know that there were some areas where there would literally be like no sidewalks, and it's like we have to walk in the street. There's driveways, there's plenty of driveways, but no sidewalks, and that just like bothers me. I think I'll just use my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer since I'm holding it. This is the shade 2, which I'm usually never like shade 2 or anything beyond 1 in like a shade range like this, but I thought that the first bronzer was way too cool toned, and the hype of this bronzer has been everywhere as well, but it is very, very nice. It has a decent amount of pigment, but still not like crazy, and it just gives you like the most beautiful sun kiss. Like, I don't understand people that get bored by bronzer. I just love adding this warm dimension to my face. It's just pretty. Like, just looking at it around the perimeter of my face, it's just very nice. Oh, I'm gonna use something that I haven't used in a while. So last summer, I finally caved and I got the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand, and I got the shade Peachgasm. And I still don't love the delivery system of these with this little puff, but I finally caved because the shine of these looked really, really beautiful, and they are. Like, this is a blush, but you really, really, really don't need highlighter with this. Jesus. Okay, you're going over here. But there goes another flaw with the delivery system, right? It can be too much. You can't really control the amount of product. And I wish she would like re-release them in different packaging. But don't get rid of them, because my god. Like, it's just so pretty. I'm gonna do a little more on this side, just a little more. Okay. And I haven't been using this as much as I should. Do you guys consider Charlotte Tilbury a luxury brand? Because I don't know, like, she has the price point of a luxury brand, but sometimes something about her products just don't really give that vibe, and I can't really explain what it is. Hope Miss Tom did a video talking about Charlotte Tilbury, because I don't know if it was their first time ever trying Charlotte Tilbury, but they were just reviewing like a bunch of products that they brought from the brand, and their conclusion was like, no, she's not luxury, like this is not a luxury experience. And it's like, I understood that, but I don't know how. I mean, she does have like really nice packaging and stuff. Like the packaging of the bronzer is really nice. The powder bronzer as well. Her powder blushes, the Chic to Chic blushes, like those are nice packaging. But I mean, nice formulas. I know not everything is a hit, like I know that. I actually have the Happy Kiss hyaluronic lipstick, or lip balm, is it? And it's nice and it's pretty, But the packaging does feel like very, very cheap. Like it's very light, it has no weight to it, and it just, I don't know. It's not like as much of an experience as some of her other products. Well, I'm going to powder. I'm just gonna carefully powder here. I really don't want it to touch the blush. And what the fuck else is new? I'm still using Kosas Cloud Set. I really hope this doesn't go bad on me in the near future. I haven't even like hit pan on it or anything like that. I like to avoid the glowy parts of my face if I do like a liquid highlighter or shiny liquid blush. I like to just let that sit and like not get powdered at all. I love the setting spray so much. Like it really is like a saves the day kind of product. My portable fan is dead and I have not charged it because I don't know why. It's been dead for months. You know what I never understood? How some people can record in like 30 minutes. Their video is like 27 minutes and they recorded in 30 minutes. Like, how? My video footage is always at least an hour, like at least. And I wish I could record faster, but I just simply can't. Basically, when it comes to my uploads, one thing that I've never done on this channel is make promises. Because I don't believe in making promises. Don't believe that you can guarantee something to someone. Like guarantee that something will happen. I just don't like promising things to people. I think it's mostly because I've been told a lot of empty promises in my life, and after a while it just gets very annoying. It's like, stop offering this thing to me if you can't do it, you know? So I used to upload weekly, but I don't know if I can still do that. I'm recording on a weekday right now, right? I did all my homework for the week. Now I have the time to do this, and I found the energy to do this. But I can't, guarantee that this will always happen. I can't guarantee that I will always find the free time. And, maybe there'll be a weekend where I actually do things with friends or something like that, especially back home. So I'll do what I can, and if doing what I can means more sporadic uploads, then, that's just the way it is. I've been using this sample of Lashy Doll from Lancome, and this might be like the best mascara ever. Like, it lifts my lashes up so beautifully, and I've been wanting a full size, I just haven't gotten it. I heard that the Tower 28 mascara is like super, super good, but I haven't tried it. Same with the Rare Beauty one. I've been wanting to try those, I just haven't. Especially not this year. I guess all that's left are lips. Let's try the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Amber. Yeah, that's really pretty. I love these glosses. I know they've been around for a while, but they're really, really comfortable and shiny and nice. Well, I got ready and I gave a little bit of an update about me, especially when it comes to uploads. Moving is going to be a pain in the ass, so I don't know how frequently I will be uploading during that time, and then we have to get settled in and stuff. But hopefully it's good problems, because I'm just really excited to move back and to be with Growlithe. Me, Danny, and Growlithe are a family, especially because we don't want children, so I feel fulfilled just having our little Growlithe. I say little, he just turned 9, but I love him very much. Anyways, I'm excited for Danny to graduate. It's gonna be really exciting, and I want to feel happy. I'm mentally ill, and something that can be hard for me is to just feel happy. And it's definitely a trauma response to somebody in my life who's not in my life anymore, but definitely was, and my joy was often interrupted by them. And, they would see me happy and they would always be like, oh, well, don't speak too soon, don't get too excited, and don't always try to make people laugh and shit like that. And I was just a child. Like, don't tell a kid that. Like, no, it's not real. It's not tough love. It's mean. It's very mean. And what it results to in adulthood is they don't know how to process. You couldn't let them process an emotion as simple as happiness. And now, as an adult, they struggle with that. And they struggle with feeling comfortable enough to be happy. And most of the time, I feel fine. You know, when I'm not having an episode, I just feel fine. And I want to feel, giddy and excited about things. And there's a lot to look forward to this year. And I feel like this year has been okay. Last year was pretty okay. Like, nothing bad happened, really. I don't mean that in the sense of like every day was a great day, but just like nothing tragic, nothing fucked up, nothing terrible happened. I'm just going on a rant here, but I feel like this year it's good. It's going good and it's gonna be good. And I will have my bad days, and so will you, and it's okay. I mean, I hope that your guys' year is going well too. Please let me know how it's been, how your Women's History Month was. I mean, you're not all women watching me, but it was Women's History Month. And yeah, just let me know what's been going on with you, any products that you've been loving these past few months. How much makeup have you bought this year? Is it also none, or are you really getting in on it? I would like for my next video to be new makeup releases, so hopefully that will be coming at some point. But yeah, thank you for watching this chaotic get ready with me while there was a thunderstorm and possible tornado, but it's fine. we made it. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Gabrielle rizz-uh, and thanks so much for watching. You've been a lovely audience, and I'll talk to you later.